Hey Sagittarius, I hope everyone's well and happy and ready for your love reading. Thank you for the love and support you bring to Soul Embers. I appreciate you. And if you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Andrea. I hope I can offer some guidance and clarity in the way that you need it most at this time. For those of you interested, I do take personal readings, and Soul Embers does offer a variety of different services such as discussion groups, workshops, vibrational medicine, coaching, and you can find all that information as well as how to book your personal reading by visiting our website. The link is in the description box below, so check it out. So, who am I connecting with today? Who is this message for? What is the energy surrounding Sagittarius and their love life? Who needs to hear this? What brings Sagittarius here today? What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius, I'm getting a feeling that there is someone that you have an urge to reach out to. Or vice versa, there is this urge, this pull that you haven't had. It's highlighted for me because it's something that you haven't felt for quite some time. And this might be for someone new you've just met, or it could be for someone from your past. I'm uncertain as of yet. But there is this pull that I'm getting. Something is on your mind. It keeps popping up, and kind of the minute it pops into your mind's eye, you feel this pulling energy. You want to lean into it. Whereas I feel that previously you wanted to steer away from it. At the moment you want to explore where this feeling is going to take you. What is it trying to tell you? That's the type of energy. It's almost like an intriguing and curious energy. Some of you may be asking, why am I feeling this way about this person all of a sudden? You know? Imagine, not for you. Wow, okay, I see what's happening here. You know, Sagittarius, I'm getting the feeling that this has to do with somebody that you have tried with before, okay? And it was a miss. It was definitely a miss. It may not have been as, for some of you, it may not have been as a deep of a connection, but you realize that it wasn't going to go anywhere. You guys weren't aligning. For others of you, it may have been a very, very deep connection and it didn't work out. Whatever side of that spectrum you're on, there's this realization that this was not for you, that this was not going to it wasn't going to end well. It didn't end well. It wasn't going to take you down the path you wanted to. When it came to your love life, and I feel that you disengaged from this person. So this is a general reading, and so I'm getting the two different ends of the spectrum. For some of you, it's someone you entertained the idea of building a connection with. For others of you, it was a connection that was strong and it was disappointing when it came to an end. But for some reason, I can see that this person starting to dance around the edges of your mind, if that makes sense to you. It's almost like that pulling energy I was getting, where instead of just shutting it out and moving on with life, which is something you've been doing when it comes to this connection, you're kind of waiting to see where it's going to take you, why you're thinking about it. You're super curious to know why now, out of the blue, what's happening here? Is there some kind of closure that needs to take place? Sorry, I'm trying to put the card in a way where there is no glare. There we go. And so there is the imagine what could be, what would happen if you were to connect with this person? What would be said? How would that conversation go? Would you find peace? Would you get closure? Was something something here said that kind of triggered you and left a door open. Was some unfinished business? Was there unfinished business here? So this is the type of energy that I'm getting. Whatever the case may be, I feel that you've gone through this cycle of accepting that something wasn't for you, yet there is a pull towards this person. There is something there that you want to further explore. And I don't feel that there is a deep emotional connection with this person right now when it comes to you, but I do feel that you're being objective about it all, and maybe you've healed. For those of you that the connection was deeper, maybe healing has taken place and you're able to revisit this now and see where I guess closure hasn't occurred, how it's holding you back, how you haven't been able to maybe move on emotionally in certain aspects or build as strong of an emotional connection with anyone else. And so you're ready to kind of drive that last nail in that coffin, if that makes sense. But there is still that pull towards them. So let's have a look and see. Let's break this down and see what this is about. Yeah, they didn't. You know what this is about? I'll tell you what this is about. I'm going to pull out one more card. They broke your heart, Sagittarius. They broke your heart. You know, this was someone that you were definitely connected to. So the way I'm seeing this now is that you really did want to see this go somewhere, and it was a very painful experience. So I would say that I'm definitely connecting with those of you that have had a more deeper connection with this person. That brings you to this reading. And you know, I feel that they didn't choose you. They chose others. And when I say they chose someone else or they chose others, they may not have just chosen another intimate partner. They may have chosen a community. They may have chosen their work. They may have chosen their community, their work, and another intimate partner. And I feel that it was a very painful experience for you. The fact that they found happiness, the fact that it was kind of, it left you feeling unaccepted. It left you feeling that you didn't belong. That feeling of belonging was completely shut down. You stopped trusting after this situation, you know, and it's taken you a very long time to overcome this. I feel that there was a trauma here. There was something specific that may have occurred, you know, amongst the fact that they didn't choose you, amongst the fact that it was a very painful journey with this person. You invested a lot of your energy, as we do when we're in love and when we feel that we've met our soulmate and this is the person for you. I feel that mentally what happened here was it triggered a lot of self-doubt. It caused you to question your confidence. You got lost in the grief of the loss of what was, what could have been, the dreams that were shattered, you know, that realization that this person wasn't for you. The journey to recovery was a difficult one for you, Sagittarius. But you know what? You have now healed, okay? So that's what was. But now we have a beautiful new beginning. You're reborn in a way where you have changed the way you view love. It has changed you at a foundational level. You have turned a leaf, you have grown, you have spiritually, emotionally freed yourself from a lot of your own self-doubt, from a lot of your own self-criticism. You have learned how to put yourself first and center yourself. Put yourself first. I'm reiterating because I feel that that's a very important message. You've learned how to center yourself by making yourself the priority and protecting your heart. That's what this situation has really taught you. But has it shut you down completely? We'll see a little bit further down in the reading. So what I'm getting here is that you feel that you've been able to rise above this. You've recovered. It's been a battle. You're reborn. You have a lot of clarity about what the future looks like for you when it comes to your own personal endeavors. You know who you are spiritually, emotionally. You really built yourself up. This process of loss and grief has caused you to really reconnect with what matters most within you and how to make yourself a priority. Okay, so I see a lot of I see a lot of warmth coming into your life in this new chapter. It's sun warmth, you know. And what I also see is that you are definitely going to shut any negative type of energy, any negative type of intention, any drama that comes into your life, you're willing to shut that out. And you will follow the good vibes. You will follow those that are able to rise above their challenges and see things from different perspectives and with a positive light, so that they continue to follow what's in their best interest rather than dwell on what's happened and what hasn't been. That sense of entitlement, right? You're turning your back to those types of people. I feel, Sagittarius, that you've really tried to help in the past your intimate partners. You've really tried to make them step out of the darkness and into the light, embracing their gifts, and you really were invested in their success. You celebrated and were happy for them. It wasn't just about your own personal gain. There was this understanding that you were happy when your intimate partners were able to live their best life. When you saw that spark in their eye because they were following their dreams. Whereas now I feel that, you know, you are aware that you would like for them to be able to cultivate that within themselves. And you would like to celebrate in their success, but not invest in that journey wholeheartedly the way you used to. I'm really drawn to the sunflowers in the sun card, and you know, there are many meanings for the sunflowers, but in this particular reading what I'm getting is that, you know, the sunflowers will always follow the sun. They will always rise above the darkness to find the sun, and they will face the sun. And this is what I feel you're doing. You had enough of the darkness that was the injustice. You've had enough of that. You're ready for something different and something new, and it's coming, which is fantastic. However, what is this pull about? All right, so let's have a look and see. Why are you feeling this way towards this person? And what is this pull? What is this? What is it that's drawing you in? Oops, too many cards, so I'm going to pop them all back in the deck. And okay, so, you know, what's tied into this is this sense of you were really open. You know, you thought that you were following your... You thought that you were following... This was it for you. You know, you had made the decision that this was a person for you. You were completely certain that this is the person you wanted to be with. And the realization that there was this realization when it all came to an end and you realize that it was not for you, that it changes everything, you know, that the winds definitely did change and force you to look in a different direction. The odds felt like they were definitely against you when it came to this person. There was no way you could fight for a place in their life, nor should you have to, but it kind of ended up feeling that way when they chose differently. You realize that you shouldn't have to fight for their attention, their affection, and you shouldn't have to fight for a place in their life. They should willingly put you first if you're meant for them. This realization that you had originally thought that this was so right, turned out so wrong, is what was the catalyst that caused such pain in your life and heartbreak, that you misjudged it. You basically held yourself responsible, that you should have known better. What I'm also getting here, Sagittarius, is this is really important when it comes to this person's energy, and the reason why I feel that you feel this pull towards them is because you have healed. You have come to this end of a painful cycle and you're ready to take on, to turn a new leaf. You're ready to experience that level of love and openness and giving and receiving that you did before it all went to shit, let's say. Okay, because I feel that you shut down for a very long time to protect yourself and you weren't emotionally available as much as you would have loved to because you were traumatized. So the healing has taken place and I feel that you're really ready to open yourself up. You don't know what it's going to look like, but what you do know is that you now know how to protect yourself. You don't know what love is going to look like for you or what the ultimate love story looks like for you, because you have changed when it comes to love on a foundational level. What I'm getting, like I said, when it comes to this person though, is that they were extremely happy when they were with you, Sagittarius. They were extremely happy. We're talking about the flip of that same coin. It's a destined situation where one decision causes a hurricane and has definitely got that law of for every action there's a reaction, cause and effect. That definitely was at play here. One decision caused a really catastrophic emotional, and I know that sounds really, really dramatic, but that's what it was. Catastrophic emotional disruption within both of you. They thought that their happiness was beyond you. What they failed to see was that they were actually really happy with you. They had that fear of missing out, FOMO. They thought that they had more choice, that the choices out there were better than what they had in front of them, because you didn't fit a certain criteria that they imagined, that they had, trained their brain, or they had the stories they were telling themselves of the kind of man or woman that they wanted in their life. And so they disregarded something that felt so beautiful with you because they had set their mind on what it looks like on the outside to a degree. And because they chose to honor family, friends, they care too much what other people think, they shut down and they disregarded what they actually felt. It caused a lot of disruption in their life also. They're doing a lot of reflection and they just don't know how they can come back and offer some kind of an apology to tell you what they've learned, what they've seen. They still haven't been able to find someone that offers them that same sense of belonging and that feeling of home like you did, Sagittarius. So I feel that energetically what's happening here is they're reaching out to you. They're reaching out and you're feeling this pulling energy. What they're trying to do is, if we think about polarities and the way attraction works, what's happening here is that their thoughts of you are pursuing you. And because they're positively charged, you're feeling that pull, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be thinking about them. You shut that door. Too much water under that bridge. They just don't know how to come in and make some kind of an offer. I feel that they may come to you with some sort of a gift. They want to reach out. There is something that they need to say. Right, okay. So let's have a look and see. Before we close this message, this reading off, I just want to have a look and see what guidance spirit has for you. Just some enlightenment as to why this is happening right now and how you should best handle the situation, let's say, should you choose to take it, of course. So both of you, this person's definitely thinking about all the good times. They might be going through a challenging time and they've realized that they've never been able to be as free with others as they were with you, Sagittarius. Which is why you're on their mind. They're on your mind also. I have a feeling one more card. I got 2. Okay, I got 3. Okay, let's take them all, shall we? Okay, so what I'm getting here, Sagittarius, is that, you know what, they've matured. They have basically grown, and it is through this separation. Their decision was a very difficult one for them, and they did not know any better. It doesn't mean that their actions were okay, but they actually didn't know better at the time. I feel they were very emotionally immature. You didn't realize just how emotionally immature they were at the time, but they have grown. And guess what? Conversations that you had with them, because I feel that you were very, very emotionally mature and connected and understood the law of love, the laws of love, right? I feel that as they go through life or as they go through their days, you often come to their mind. Thoughts of you, sayings, discussions often come to mind. And it is through that, even though, Sagittarius, you're not with them, they still feel connected to you. They still feel that this is very much alive, because they're still with you in the sense that you are the one that comes to their mind. Your advice comes to their mind. Those discussions that you had, they may not have made sense in the past and they were parked, but they still are very much lodged within them. And so as they go through life and things happen, they connect with you even more, even though you're absent. It's almost like it's clicking more and more, and all the pieces to the puzzles that they previously couldn't put together as they're emotionally maturing are now falling together. And the burden of them not acknowledging this and reaching out, even to say what's done is done, but I've got to tell you, I've done a 180, I've grown, and I want to reach out. I want to start something new, but it's you that I keep thinking about. I wouldn't be surprised if this person will reach out to you, Sagittarius. And I feel that this may give you the closure that you need. For those of you that just want to turn the leaf, there is a fantastic opportunity coming your way. the energy is definitely getting lighter for you. And love is available for you the minute you kind of unpack and do lean into the energy of trying to understand where that pull is coming from. Let it take you, let it lead you where it needs to lead you, because it will uncover that trauma, those final steps that are needed to complete your healing process. I feel that you're now objective enough to be able to do that, and that will finally close off that chapter for you, and you'll be able to welcome a free, beautiful new love into your life. I hope you found that helpful, guys. As mentioned, check out the website and feel free to reach out for a personal reading if that's something you feel you'd like to do. Have a great day. Bye.